If you'll remember, in our very first video, I showed you how to make a cup. Today we're going to be leveling up that cup by making a mug. Take this as a testament to how far you've come. Let's get started. So today I'm going to start with a sketch on the front face, and to make our mug we're going to begin by just making the same cup shape, similarly to how we made the vase and the very first cup. This time we'll be using the revolve tool, so I'm going to take a line and I'm going to draw it out from the origin, and then I'll use 2 fingers to make it a center line. Next, I'm going to be making the shape of the cup, and for today, since it's going to be pretty simple, I'll just do a rectangle, giving it the dimensions that I want. I think I want mine to be about 8 centimeters tall and let's say 60 wide, so we're going to do half the width here because we're going to be revolving it. And now you can do finish sketch. We are going to go ahead, take the revolve tool, click it, and if it's not 360 degrees already, you can change that. You should have your center line selected as the axis, and it should be a new body. So we'll click OK. This is looking good. Next, we're going to go ahead and use the shell tool on this top face here, and we're going to select the wall thickness. I'm going to do 2.5, but it's up to you. And now we have a very basic cup. To make this a little bit nicer, I'm going to make that little edge in the bottom face, so I'll just click the bottom face and I'll start a sketch. I'm going to go ahead and draw a circle from the center, and I'm going to dimension it by choosing the distance between this smaller circle and the outer edge. I think I'll go, let's see what 8 looks like. Maybe a little bit less, let's try 6, that looks good to me. And then once I like the shape, I'll finish sketch. Now I'm just going to go ahead and extrude this. Let's say 5. Now we have our cup with a small edge, and to make it a little bit nicer, of course, we can go ahead and fillet some of these edges. Go ahead and do 3, and I'm also going to fillet these, just to make it a little bit nicer. Now we are going to go ahead and try to make the handle of this mug. To do this, we're actually going to be creating a new plane for the first time. So what we're going to want to do is make sure this origin is on. You just click the I button so you can see your planes. And now I want to make my mug on this side, so I'm going to go ahead and try to offset this plane. To do that, we'll do the construct and we'll select offset plane. You have to select a plane that we're going to make in the same direction, so I'll just click this one. And I'm just going to drag it out. And what I want to do is create a new plane. You'll see the plane is made here, but I want to create it a distance so that it's slightly into this edge. Let's try 28. Looks okay. Let's see what 29 looks like. And you'll notice you can see the edge slightly here. 29 looks better, so I'm going to go with 29. And now that we have this construction plane, we are going to go ahead and start a sketch on it. Now on this sketch, I'm going to choose where the start of my handle begins. So to do that, I'm going to draw a center line, just so I can get it all lined up. This one actually doesn't matter if you make it a center line or construction, but we'll just create that as a reference, and I'm going to drop a circle. This is going to be the shape of our handle. And I think I'm going to start it about here looks good to me. And I'm going to go ahead and dimension it by clicking the center of the circle and then the origin. Let's just set it to, let's try maybe 23. That looks pretty good, and I'll finish sketch. Now I can look at it and decide if this is the distance that I want, and I realized maybe it could be a little bit lower, so I'm going to go back and I can always edit that. Now just make sure to design the mug how you like and in a way that you think you'd be able to use. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line to show what the general shape of the mug should be. that way we'll be able to use a new tool called the sweep tool, which will follow this path, and also we'll use this face to follow it. So now I'll make a sketch on the front plane. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and project this point because I know I want to start. So to project, you can do P and click on the point and do OK. And now I'm just going to go ahead and use the spline tool to make a curve that is roughly the mug shape that I want. You'll see I can line it back up with where it started. And I'll click OK. Now you can change the curves of this spline as you please, and make sure you want to make it big enough so that you could hold. This looks pretty good to me, so I'm going to finish sketch. And now what we're going to do is go to the top left and click this sweep tool. Now you'll notice there's also a pipe tool, and since we're having a circular face for this handle, you could have used this. But since we use the sweep tool for a few different things, I'm going to be showing you how to use it instead of the pipe. So with sweep, I'm going to go ahead and select the profile first. Then I'm going to select the path. And you'll see right now it's trying to cut, but what I can do is I can join, and this looks pretty good, but you'll notice it's not going fully into the cup. So let's see if I can just make it go a little bit further. It looks like it's going out a little bit too much, so what we can do is we can put it in slightly and make sure it doesn't go out, and then we can extrude this face later. So this should be fine for now, and click OK. And I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in, and I'm gonna click this, and I'll do extrude. And now instead of distance, I can do to object and just click this face. It'll be the join operation, and I'll click OK. You'll see we had to add this extra section, which doesn't follow the sweep, just because we see that we wanted this kind of curve, and the end of the curve wasn't perfectly parallel to the mug. Now you'll notice, just looking at the design, this looks a little bit thick, so I'm going to go ahead and go back and edit this. You'll see I didn't set a dimension for the circle, so let's go ahead and choose one now. I'm going to try 7. This looks a little bit small, so let's go up to 8 and let's see how it looks. That looks quite good to me. So you'll see you have your finished mug cup designed however you like.